Hello everybody and welcome to my hardcore Minecraft world. My main goal with this project was to completely transform this Minecraft island into a fully functional ultimate Minecraft base. I wanted to include all the auto farms, storage, super smelters, XP farms, villager trading, and I wanted to finish it all off with an awesome castle. So today we're going to do a full world tour and I'm going to show off the finished castle interior as I promised in the last episode. And before we begin, I want to finally celebrate finishing this island transformation by having a world download available for all tier 2 YouTube supporters and Patreon members, so you can go ahead and join up today if you haven't already and you can walk around this island for yourself. And of course we're going to be starting right here where it all began, in my starter house. This right here was so cool and this set the tone for the whole island. Hey villager, how are you? Oh, did I mention? Yeah, the villagers, they live there now. That's their home. But the color palette for this was very simple, starting out with some pack mud, some regular mud bricks, we got some spruce linings, and some white concrete there at the top. Also, I wanted to use a lot of bamboo from the scaffold windows to the bamboo roofs. And I also did add a little bit of mossy, some overgrown, and I wanted to make sure this really fit the island theme. Of course, adding palm trees really helped a lot. On the inside, this was my starter storage. This is where my friend would help me make all of the armor trims. Oh! Is that Rosie next door? Rosie, I'm coming! This right here is my pet sniffer, Rosie. It took a long time to find her, but when I did, that was one of the coolest parts of this whole series. Hi, Rosie. How are you? Everybody say hi to Rosie in the comment section. But once the starter house was complete, we needed to get enchanting. So the next thing that I built was, a building for enchanting. And since this is an island, I had to put a lighthouse over here. So we have this awesome lighthouse, and it's also the home of our librarian villagers down here. And that's my mending friend right there. I didn't have a traditional villager trading hall. I wanted to keep our villagers kind of free range. Some of them, like the best ones, locked into the buildings, but I wanted to have them kind of loose so there just wasn't one centralized building that had all the villagers packed into one tiny little space. But we did a lot of good enchanting in this little area, which is so cool. Another feature that I really wanted to have here on this island is I wanted to make it look like everything was in ruin. Like the villagers claimed the old builds here and started to build over them. So that's why you see a lot of broken bits, a lot of mossification, and a lot of extra added structures on top of the existing ones. Of course, that up there is kind of in disrepair, so that was the theme I was going for. And of course, every build needed a mining entrance, and this right here, yeah, that's it. Above it, I decided to build a tiny little chapel that seen better days, but we do have a couple friends around here too. The Girasoles Chapel is really awesome because it also is a spot that leads to a deep, dark dungeon. Right here, we do have some water elevators, so let's head down. Hey, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in there. Wait, can they drown? One of the earliest XP farms was this right here, right next door, really right in here. There it is, we have ourselves a zombie spawner. So I converted this area into a little dungeon and we can get our early XP grinds over here. And of course, back up the water elevator to get out of here. Outside of the chapel, I really wanted to work on a bunch of different auto farms. One of the most important ones was for bamboo, because if you notice around here, yep, the roofs are made of bamboo, or at least most of them. And right in here, this should be pretty filled up. Yep, we have bamboo for days. You like auto farms? I got one more up here too. So going up this path and right behind here, we have ourselves, yep, you can see it right there, a sugarcane farm. Coming down this way, right next to the starter house, we have another tiny little villager profession house area for our librarians. This is the starter area before I show you the big boy section. Hi, of course, completely safe. No zombies can get in there with these gates. Coming around the side, we got a tiny little dockside area. Oh, and we'll see that ship in a second. Because right around the corner, I built another auto farm. And this was for our honey and RB related products. Hello. But in here, we have a bunch of honey bottles. Look at that. I'll just take some if that's okay. Now coming back this direction, up and around this corner, we're gonna go to one of my favorite builds here in the island. It's the barn. Look at that barn right here. It is so cool. It definitely fits the theme and matches pretty much everything that we've been doing in this, I consider, the farming district. And in this district, we love farming, and this farm came out so good. Oh, we have these guys in here. Villagers love to hang out in here. Trust me, he's not an animal. He's a normal villager. Go ahead. Sorry about that. He gets in there all the time. But right here we have spots for every single animal. We got bunnies, we got mushrooms and llamas, we got cows, we have chickens, we have pigs and another villager. I don't think it's the same one. We got our sheep over here, and around the side on this end we have our tiny little horse stable. Now coming around the side over here, we're still in our farming district, so of course we have a lot more farms, and we have a really cool windmill up here. I love this design. As we come on up, we have all of the little blade technology, right? We got different levels, and it goes all the way to the tippy top. And rounding off the farming district, we have one more auto farm, and this one, oh man, this one's awesome. Check this out. Yep, I think you can see by what it looks like, this is where we have all of our wool. It's all color coordinated, and we have a bunch of stock all the way around to the end. Now we have to fly to this guy over here. Now this thing was built just as a little remembrance of the adventures we were having, pretty much getting the dragon egg. Almost like this was the voyage we took after we beat the dragon, and we had the dragon egg in here. It's currently in a different spot, and I'll show you where it is later on. But this has to be my favorite ship of all time. I love the color of the sails, the color of the actual ship over here, the hull of it. It looks so cool. And then down here, we also have a bunch of villagers hanging out, and they are taking care of this place and all of its treasures. But this guy tried to kill me once, so let me get out of here before he thinks about it again. Now, we're going to head off this direction, and we're going to finalize the residential district of this island. And it really matches everything we've been doing, right? When we get to the city, it's going to look a little bit different. But going down here, we have a tiny little fishing vessel, which I do love this ship. This looks really, really nice. A little captain's quarters. We got some treasures in here. And it's called the Dream Catcher. Oh, what a lovely name. But this little cove-like area, I love this spot. And I always had this little vision of having almost like a little bit of a crescent moon dock all the way around, surrounding it. And over here, of course, we have villager houses and little businesses and professions. I forgot to put the name of this place here. But over here, you can see all of this area looking really cool, packed with a bunch of details. There are villagers here somewhere. They're kind of scattered around in different areas, but they all have little businesses around here. And I can almost envision this could be a default Minecraft village if there was like an island biome for villagers. That would be kind of cool. It's a little bit over detailed for what Minecraft villagers would live in, but you know what? That's how I do it around here. We have little market stalls. This is like a little warehouse for all the people who come in from the big boats, which would be that big boat over there. They would have parked down here on the side and unload all their goods to trade. We have a little area over here, and this is like a little cafe with a really cool view out here. But coming along this side, we have our lovely well over here. More villager businesses here. They sell fish and fish-related products. This one looks like it's under construction right now, which is kind of cool. You can see that with the scaffold. And I really like this build over here. This is a map maker's room where cartographer villagers would hang out. Now, coming along this way, we are leaving our villager houses on this end, and we're going to a more industrial district. But before we get to the industrial district, I gotta show you this tree. I love this custom cherry blossom tree. It is so cool. But this one's one of my personal favorites. Look at that. Now, one of the main builds any Minecrafter needs is a very good storage system, or just a really cool organized one. And I have this building right here, and this is actually one of my funnest buildings here in this world. We have this cool little underpass that we can get through to the back end where we have this really cool ship right there. But this thing looks very, very cool. There's storage everywhere over here. We have storage for our woods here on this end, a really cool map right here, which we're probably going to see again inside the castle. Extra storage here on this side, which has pretty much all of our stones. And as we come around and go inside the building, we have even more details like a fully functional kitchen. Going up to the top over here, we have the rest of our storage, which actually I didn't need this much. I never needed any more storage, but if I ever did, we have villagers actually trapped in here, and there's extra storage here on the top. Now, we started out smelting stuff here in this little area, but eventually we needed a super smelter to smelt all of the items, and quickly. So we built this area here, and this is our blacksmith. I love this little open feel to it. We have these big little smokestacks here on the side. Flick the lever and this goes all the way down. We have nothing in there right now, but this is where everything gets smelted. And of course the inside here does look like a blacksmith. I did have a blacksmith villager roaming around, but I think they went away somewhere. Now, one of the most important auto farms any Minecraft world is gonna need is right in this building behind me. And this is like a little temple-like structure, which turned out really good. Because in here, this is the Rusty Shrine. This is our iron farm, and it is awesome. Extra bulk storage over here with all our iron items, and then up here, we just take this ladder up to the tippy top, and this should have a good amount of iron in it. Yup. This is filled to the top, and it's just one little pod too, but it does the trick for a single player world. Oh, there's another one. Yep, that iron's going to waste. Now, as we walk down to this path over here, we have a really cool build because I needed a lot of moss. And this build right here, which we totally stole the design off a build that I did on Empire's SMP Season 2 in our lovely world of Sanctuary, because it just works perfect. And this has been running for a very long time. And we have infinite bone meal. That's perfect. Let's turn this off, why don't we? We do have a lot of moss over here and a bunch of extra bits here along the side. Yep, we're good. We're good with moss and bone meal. Thank you so much. Besides that, we also needed a cool way to get to the Nether, and this little area was super cool. This is a ruined village, and the Nether portal is right here. But as I said before, I really wanted to have a lot of history here in this island. Like, it's been here a very long time. So a ruined village like this, I think, was a perfect addition to it. Oh, and did I mention there's one more farm in here? Yep, I'm mentioning it right now because right down here, this whole section is a cactus farm and it's completely filled out like the others are. Oh, my farms are so efficient, aren't they? Oh yeah, don't worry about those guys. They're in love. But as we come along this direction and through this path, we have a couple more different custom trees over here and this build. This build looks super cool, and it is the spot where we have our mud converting farm, and we can use it to to get mud, pack mud specifically, because I didn't want to destroy a whole mangrove swamp. But as we come along this path and come up to the top here, this tiny little keep and that huge balloon up there, this is the spot where I get all of my gunpowder, because in here we are filled up all the way up here, and then down at the bottom at the collection area, we should have a little bit more. Yeah, we're doing pretty good in here. It's not the most efficient farm. It only has 4 pods in there, but you know what? That's all we need. And now before we head in there to the big castle where I have all of that interior done in the courtyard and all the cool stuff, let's fly over to this direction and enter the main city area, which is right over here. You can tell this is a lot different than the actual villager houses. This is more upscale because over here, yep, we have La Panaderia Gloriosa. We have some bakers over here. This is our lovely bakery where we have all these guys selling all the goods. And then up here, we have a little seating area at the cafe. Coming down this line, we have this really cool building. And then in here, we have a clothing shop. Circling around this way, we have this cool little underpass, which actually has a little dock area. There's docks everywhere in this island, as there should be. But this right here is a lovely tavern inn. We have every bartender known to man back here. Hello, gentlemen. And coming around the top over here, this is our inn section. And they have a bouncer. He's not at the bar. We need you at the bar, okay? But across the way, we have this area, and this right here is our lovely town hall. But this is where the town mayor, Jelly, would be hanging out. Hello, town mayor Jelly. How you doing? This is our little town square area. Really cool fountain. And this is a little school over here. Cleo School for Gifted Youngsters. Yep, this is one of the greatest schools ever. We have class in session every single day, except weekends, of course. We give everybody weekends off, but there we go. All of our teachers here. And of course, this little corner bit is a really fun build as well. This is a record shop, and that's our DJ right there. How you doing, DJ? Man, I love the songs you're playing. Very cool, keep it up. And one of my favorite builds is this right here. This is such an awesome build, and it's so big. This takes up so much space back here, but it's actually literally and absolutely one of my favorite builds in the whole entire island. Next to the castle, of course. But here, this is our library, and it has so many cool features around here. Villagers hanging out up there, I guess that's a cool spot, but books everywhere, balconies everywhere. Oh, that's a dangerous one. This spiral staircase here taking us to the top, and we have this big area. They're just hanging out up there. What are you guys doing? Now, as we come out to the library and come into this section, this is a very special building because this building right here houses a lot of art. And it's called the Gallery of Realms. Of the many realms in the multiverse that I have frequented. Now, this series is primarily vanilla, but I did add one simple thing: immersive paintings. And that gave us this. A ton of fan art that came up, and we were able to add it with immersive paintings down the line. And these have been here for quite a while from previous episodes, but I did add quite a bit as well. The whole second floor has a bunch of new art, and this wing has a ton of new art as well. And I have the names of all of the artists: Dragonheart right here, Lollipopples right there. Of course, we saw that before. This is Doodleist. We have wraps over here and cactus here on this side. But let me go upstairs and show you all the rest of the brand new art we added here in this area. Starting right over here with Doodleist, who made this beautiful painting right here of my Minecraft SOS non-lore related character of me. Coming around the back over here, me and my boy Mog from Mars. Of course, E has to be over here with this beautiful rendition of me, Sanctuary Sausage, with my girl, Bubbles, right there. Look, she's very upset. I'm doing some multiverse stuff and she's angry. Jumping over here with Ori and me and my good friend Pearl right there, Santa Pedla herself. And then jumping over here, me and my boy Mog again from Keys Locks. Flipping over here, we got E again. Of course, we had to have this one, me and my SOS self with that Spider-Verse look. Now we have Ross Void with me and my boy Jimmy. May he rest in peace on SOS. He's perished now. Forever in our hearts. Jumping back on this side, we got Toby with me and my friend Pearl as well. Look at that. That's some good art. We got Fence Time with me and my boy Skiz with our doggies. We have Shadow Doodle here with me in my hardcore world with my girl Bubbles and my beautiful sniffer baby. Jumping over here, we got Sylvie with me in my Minecraft SOS self, looking very, very handsome. Look at me go. Jumping on this side, we have Toby making my beautiful character from Pirates SMP. Look at that chest hair. Very cute. Jumping around the back, we have Aria right here with my Minecraft SOS self as well. Look at that salmon shoulder pad. Very, very cool. Jumping over here, more Minecraft SOS with Subtamumbo. Me looking very, very, very scrumptious like a snack. Look at me go. Here we have Shy and this right here. Oh, one of my favorite all-time paintings of Sanctuary Sausage. Holding some sunflowers. Look how cool. Here we got Crowley. Look at me holding that egg. Oh, that looks so good. Look at those air sausages too. Then jumping over here, we got Wraps. Look at this one. And then last but not least, we have Sabra right here with this beautiful painting of the monolith on Minecraft SOS. But so much awesome fan art. Thank you to everybody who submitted all this awesome art. There was so much more. We just have no more space here in the art gallery. But thank you so much. It means the world to me to get all this art. And it's just the coolest thing to see all the time. Keep it going. I love your faces. Thank you so much. Oh wait, how can I almost forget? This right here. This from my friend Lemon. Thanks, Lemon. Look at that. And now for the coolest part. We finished this. Oh, hello. What are you doing? There is no bad guys allowed here in this video. Thank you. But as we come up here to the castle, this is one of the coolest castles I've ever built. And the interior on this thing, it is so cool. Come on, bad guys. I let it be nighttime for too long. We got to be careful. We got to look around. I don't want to die here. Oh! Another bad guy, excuse me. No blowing up here. I got a tour to do. But the castle, this castle took a very long time to build, but the interior took almost as long. I added a bunch of details here to the castle, and I'm thinking you're gonna like it. Now, as we come on in through the gates, we have this little market over here. It's almost like a little farmer's market inside the castle. This sells pumpkins, this sells potions. We got melons, and then we got a couple little bit of tree and plant action over here for sale. Coming up to the top over here, we have a little cart, and we also have a tiny horse stable right here with my boy Mayo. All the ground is dirt and coarse dirt. We have a little mossification, and then we have a tiny little well here on this side. For this bottom end, I wanted this to be a really cool dungeon. So we have this spot all done, and it looks pretty cool. Open spaces if anybody wants to be placed in a dungeon. If you want to be placed in the dungeon, tell me in the comment section. Sausage, I want to be placed in the dungeon. But we do have space around here. If you're a bad person, you go in there. Around the side over here, this is just a little bit of a storage closet, which is nice. But as we come on up, turn the corner, it is time to see the cool stuff inside this castle. Let's go right through the front door. So as we come on in, we have this great hall right here. A bunch of details here on the side, some big banners on each end, a bunch of plants all the way down this side, big old carpet here. And on this end, we have the big map room. And this is the map of the island. Told you we were gonna see this again, right? So we have all these books and bookshelves, history of the island and all this around the side, and then ladders to get up to the next section. I love the color palette up here. This is very cool little Tudor style here with some orange terracotta and a little bit of smooth sandstone. But through these doors here, we have a little courtyard, and here's we have fruits and vegetables, flowers, and even a little bit of a vineyard, which of course, it would be really cool inside a castle, right? You get your own wine done inside here. And coming around the side here, I had another incident with the door, we have a little bit of a storage area for all the wine here on the side. This of course takes us to the front area, which we have views all the way around, little ladders here to take even more overlooks of this whole area, and it kind of goes all the way around, kind of looking just like this. And right out here I can show you the different levels of this tower. Pretty much each level is the same. I really didn't know what to put on these sections, but going up the ladder, every section has this look to it. But then this right here is like a little extra library sleeping area for the king, me, to hang out in, and this takes us all the way around to that area, which I'm going to show you in a second. But as I fly out and up, you can pretty much see it's pretty much the same on all of the levels, but on the tippy top is where I stored my dragon egg, which is right up here in this area. It kind of dips down and it gives you this cool look to it that you can go up and down in any area, crenellations and all that. You can go up through any one of these ladders in every corner bit, but there is where the dragon egg is. But let's go back inside and then turn to this section. Going all the way down here, this is a lovely little spot with well, just a wither rose. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of wither rose iconography around here. Maybe it's lore, maybe it's not, whatever. But we have these high ceilings over here. Another different kind of stripe pattern like we have over there with the orange and the smooth sandstone. Over here it's just white concrete and a little bit of some, I think that's light blue terracotta. Yeah, it's light blue terracotta, right? But it looks really, really cool. We got these cool patterns on the side. And then this is the great dining hall right here, which is really, really cool. And down on this side, this is the kitchen, which has everything you need to be a kitchen, right? This is our little cooking area. We have a bunch of shelving, little cutting board area, extra storage. This is where we cook all of our stuff right here. And this takes us out to this end of the castle. Now, as we come around and go down this direction, I can show you all the stuff up here. And this part over here, it doesn't have really much to it. Just has some storage. It has extra details here. Oh no, it's raining, but coming around this side, this is our little overpass that connects us to this tower. This tower really doesn't have much, but it's a really cool tower. I love the way this little addition pops out. Oh no, it's a scary rain. I was like, oh, I almost fell. But last but not least, this little spiral staircase takes us all the way up to the top area. And we just have extra storage and stuff like that. Pretty much if you don't know what to put in a specific spot, barrels, chests, pots, it does fill out the space lovely. But if we float gently to the bottom, we're gonna see one of my favorite spots in the whole castle, and it's right over here, the throne room. And of course, our girl Bubbles is all the way here in the back, right where she should be, the queen of the island. There she is. But over here, this is where the queen sees all of her subjects, and we have armor stands on display all the way around with gold and iron. Coming around here to the side, it's just a little hangout spot, mini libraries. You can just sit down here and just hang out, read a book, and also look at the colors as well. I love these little striped bits right here. This is just some green and yellow terracotta. But there it is, the full world tour, the castle complete. Everything is all filled out. The island is done. At the end, I was able to pack as much detail as possible. Any empty spaces like these little areas, I added a couple trees, so we brought the forest back that was here originally, and I think this turned out so good. Almost 1,000 days, 3 days off, and we did it. And with that being said, and 1.21 right around the corner, I think this is almost like the end of a season for hardcore. The next season, we're gonna be starting it in 121 in a brand new location, a brand new theme, and I even got a brand new skin to show off. Give me your best guesses in the comment section. What theme do you think I'm gonna go with in the next hardcore? But for now, I am out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me today in our world tour, and I'll see you in 1.21.